Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I appreciate y'all joining me. Got the Kioti CK3510 out this morning, Saturday morning. It's nice and cool and breezy. I don't know, it's probably 70, 72 degrees right now. It's time to do the 200-hour service. The oil change is what I'm going to be doing today, and I'll probably grease the loader as well. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what I was going to do as a part of that process. As you can see, I've got the loader raised up, and you know, just to get it out of the way, because getting down there to the oil filter, you know, once you pop the hood, you know, the loader's still kind of in your way. You know, it's you know, it's better if you can get it out of the way. So raised it up, use the old loader stops, one on both arms to you know, as a safety measure there. You don't want to raise it up and leave it unattended. You know, that thing comes down on you, not going to be a good day. So anyway, there's a earlier video I did on that if you want to see you know, where I made those loader stops, and you saw how I have them stored in the tube there. So now that we've got that loader out of the way and all secure, we've gathered up our stuff. I used the Shell Rotella 15W40 heavy duty diesel engine oil, which I think is one of the more popular brands. I've used that as long as I've ever had tractors. Use it on my Massey Ferguson as well. It's always seemed to be a pretty good oil to me. Got the Kioti CK3510 oil filter. You can see that part number right there. And you know, just the oil filter wrench. It's a 17 millimeter to get the drain plugs out of the pan down below. Of course, you know, paper towels, clean some stuff up. I cannot get this in the garage with the canopy, and you know, it's too tall. So just got a little mover's blanket spread out down there. Got my oil drain pan down there. We're gonna rough it outside. So anyway, let's get the hood popped up here and see what we can do about getting this oil changed. Oh, one other little tool I was going to show you right here. That is something I found on the eBay. Ordered a couple, it's like a 2-pack. I'm a stickler about when you take that filter off and the oil just, you know, drains all down the side of the frame and everything there, all onto the axle. It just drives me nuts. So anyway, bought these little flexible funnels, so to speak. You know, it's like some kind of plastic, got a vinyl covering on it or whatever. Pretty cheap, but anyway, I think it'll serve the purpose. Trying to keep the, you know, direct that oil into the drain pan. All right, well, let's see if we can get started on this. Okay, let's see if we can get under here. Get these plugs out. 17 millimeter. Of course, all of you that have this tractor know you got the split oil pan here. So you want to be sure you get both of these plugs out. And I think that this procedure, you know, for the CK35 series, whether it's the CK3510 or the 3520, the newer one, I don't think a whole lot changed, so it's probably the same procedure as far as the oil change goes. It all looks kind of black. Okay, let that drain for a bit. Get the filter off. I should be able to fill her back up. This side. Drain enough. Let's see if we can get the plugs back in here. See if we can get over here and get this filter off. Hopefully it won't be as hard as it was first time around. Alright, so let's see if we can get this filter off of here and try not to spill oil all over the tractor. See if that will direct it down into the pail there. Alright, so let's see how this little drain funnel is going to work here. Let's see if we can pull these hoses out of the way and get this thing loosened up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Alright. Now let's try to hold this up in place so it don't. Okay, so yeah, I don't know how well you can see that, but that is catching that oil and funneling it right down to the drain pan. Wasn't a whole lot, but anyway, it makes me feel better anyway. Okay. So, I'll give you a little better view of that. So there you can see the oil draining out there, and instead of it running all down the frame and getting all over the axle and then having to do a cleanup job, that little flexible funnel, I think it was like $10 for 2 of those. You know, it's not, like I said, it's pretty cheap, but usually use a piece of cardboard or something like that, but oh, you know, that maybe will last a little while. Okay, let's get that cleaned up, get the new filter on, and then we'll start filling her back up. Alright, we got that and didn't even make a mess. Okay, let's get the new filter out. And of course, as we always do, we want to make sure we put a little bit of oil on that gasket. Okay, that should be enough to take care of that. And that's the E6201-32443 filter. Alright, I'm going to spin that on there. Might even be able to snug it up. Keep one of these little, it's like the little rubber thing that you keep in the house to open jar lids and stuff like that. Sometimes that can come in handy for, you know, if you're trying to tighten it by hand. And of course, you got a little oil in your hands, it's a little slippery. Probably get it tight enough by hand. It just helps you grip it a little better. Alright, I think that's going to do it. Alright. One last clean up here. On these hoses. And I think we'll be set to start filling her back up. because I would have loved to seen them put some kind of little gooseneck or something turning out there to get that oil fill inlet in a little better position. And you got these wires and all this stuff covering it up. Yeah, they definitely did not keep the owner in mind on that one. Could have been a little easier. Let's get it cleaned up a little bit. Man, I'm probably gonna need something to break that loose. It's just tucked back in there, and you can't really get your hands on it. Now, yeah, we could take that fuel filter off. There we go. Which, by the way, it is time for the fuel filter change. Probably won't do that on today's video. I'll make another separate video on that. But it is definitely, I already have a new one. I just haven't gotten around to changing it yet. All right, got the oil fill cap off. Clean that up a little bit. Okay. It doesn't look too clean down in there. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Hey.
What have we here?
I'm gone.
Where are you heading? Oh, you coming to help me change the oil?
Yeah, I'm gone.
Huh? Gone?
Shopping.
What? We got tractor work to do. Today's maintenance day.
Oh, okay. I'll be back about 5.
5?
4.
Oh boy. Now I'm gonna have to find me some more help. This is not working. Are you gonna buy me anything?
Sure.
And you're taking my truck too? Does that mean you're buying like furniture or something?
No.
Oh man. Good help's hard to find. Nah, of course I'm just kidding. She is what keeps me going. She's the best. All right. So we got this cleaned out pretty good now. And let's get this funnel in here. All right. Get a full gallon here. All right. Then we'll just use these empty jugs to dump the oil in, and our local county convenience sites, as they call them, where you take your trash. There's some of those that you can also take your used motor oil or cooking oil or whatever, and they have the tanks you can dump that in. All right, that's 1 gallon down. Let's get the funnel out of here. Get the plug back in. Or the filler cap, should I say. pretty good and tight. So we'll fire up, watch it for a minute, make sure we don't see anything leaking, and then we'll cut it off and let everything settle for a few minutes. See what the dipstick says. So just to look right now, I know we don't have any in the filter yet. Let's see what we say. Right now it shows it right at the top mark, maybe just a hair above it, but there again we don't have any in the filter yet. Alright, let's fire up and see what happens. Alright, we'll do a little cleanup, wait for it to settle, and then we'll check the mark. Check back with you in a second. Alright, now that we've got the oil change out of the way, we're going to grease the loader. I try to do that every 10 hours or so. Keep that thing lubricated up. We got the Ryobi battery grease gun, so don't get on me too hard about not having the Milwaukee or the DeWalt. But so far, I've had this almost 2 years. It's done pretty good. Don't have any complaints on it. And of course, you got to have this, the lock and lube fitting on the end of it. That thing is the bomb. You just clamp it right on there. You ain't even got to hold on. And she grabs and you can do a one-hand operation. I do try to, and I don't know, maybe every third or fourth time I grease it, try to wipe the fittings off a little bit, because you know that grease just accumulates, and especially in the summertime, if you're sitting out in the sun and it becomes, you know, almost liquefied and kind of gets slung all over the tractor, and it don't hurt to wipe them down every so often. Alright, I think that's got that side. Let's move on over to the other side. Alright everyone, I think that's going to about wrap it up for maintenance today on the CK3510. And you know, like I said, I got to do the fuel filter still as a part of the 200 hour. I had already changed the hydraulic fluid filters again at 100 hours, and I did that because I had read so many things about the, you know, factory fluid maybe wasn't quite as good as some of the other stuff you could buy, and some of the whine that you hear from the hydraulics. You know, if you put, you know, change out that factory fluid, that takes out some of that whine, and that was true when I changed that out. It did seem to help that situation. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Oh, one other thing, and I know everybody probably does this that does their own maintenance. I like to keep up with that in the back of the manual there. You know, just writing down exactly when we did the different oil changes, hydraulic changes, whatever. And I also keep up with the loader when I've greased it. You know, again, I don't know, maybe I'm overkill on that, but I like to keep a record of it. I even have kept up with the regens when, you know, about the hours when it's regen, and you can see it's about every 25. You know, in some cases, you know, 25 to 30 hours. So, and I got a feeling that's, you know, all to do with, you know, how much you keep your RPMs up and everything while you're using it. But so far, no problems with that. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. If you got any tips or suggestions and some things that can help out, please leave it in the comments. I don't claim to know, you know, all the little tricks and tips. I've learned a lot of things from the comments you guys have left, you know, on different videos I've done. The comments you've left have given me new ideas and things to do differently. That's the beauty about this YouTube thing, is being able to share ideas with everybody around the, you know, around the world. And you know, a lot of smart people can share ideas and make it easy for others. So anyway, I really appreciate everybody checking it out. Please hit that subscribe button. We're getting close to that 1,000 mark. I'm trying to get over the hump there, so help me out if you could. Give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. And y'all take care, and we'll catch you next time.